Peace. My name is Rasheim here at Allah's beautiful Universal Parliament here in Mecca. At the Allah School, we have the Universal Parliament here for September. On the day of Wisdom, Build or Destroy. That's the 28th. This is a beautiful Universal Parliament where you're going to hear about various sciences, the gods and earths of bringing together and bringing the nation together for the 51st anniversary and to keep on building with science. We are here to truly save the world. So listen and learn. Peace.
Y'all want to know what's going on around here? We'll tell you what's going on around here. First thing comes first.
You gotta get on the stage, okay?
Y'all got a lot of controversy about the things that we doing at this school. Y'all want to know? Bring your behinds in here and find out. Let's get it together. Everything is real around here. Y'all want to laugh, y'all want to jump, but y'all talk garbage behind our backs. We tired of that. Y'all want to know what y'all want to know? Come to this school and find out. We don't mind telling you. And the reason why we don't mind telling you, because we bringing it back to its originality. You don't like it? Step. This is Allah's nation. Don't any of y'all forget that. You see, we did the inside of the school. You see what we did with the original flag. To tell y'all something. We as a group of people came together for one common cause, to bring this nation back to its originality. The way we did it, we put the original flag back up. Y'all run around here with Sam God said this, Sam God said that. That's Sam God's breakdown. Done in 1986. Before that, we broke our own flag down. That crescent does not rise above the 7. The 7 is standing in front of that crescent. That 7 is represented as him being the protector of his woman and baby. That flag is 3-dimensional. And let me tell you something else. Whoever changed that pattern didn't have permission to do it. That pattern they changed between 1998 and 2000. Before then, that was the flag we was wearing. And after that, that's the flag we sticking with. And I'm telling you that. So all you fuddy-duddy, half-wit fools that get on that daggone internet, you can put this on there. Because I'm not changing nothing. Let's get this shit straight. That flag that we fly now is the flag that Almighty God Allah chose. That flag is the same flag that was put on the window when we first got to school in July of 1967. All right? You don't believe me? When this parliament is over, take your wretched butts inside the school and look at the pictures. And you'll see it. Because everything is real. Don't Don't forget that. I done had brothers coming, who dead? I don't need nobody's permission to put the original flag back up on the wall. I don't need nobody's permission to bring this nation back up under one banner. I don't need nobody's permission to tell all of y'all what your damn birthright is. That's how I deal. And those that don't know me, you know me now. My name is Infinite Al Jamal Yullah, and I don't give a damn what y'all say. Because I'm for real. I ain't got no shame in my game. I've been around here a long time. When I first got known to myself, the name of this nation was the 5% Nation of Islam. It was the 5% Nation of Islam of yesterday, and it's the 5% Nation of Islam today. The 16th degree will tell you that. That is the nation's birthright. So all you that's running around, oh, we're arguing. This nation, this is the 5% nation of God. Whether you like it or not. This one nation, under one banner, that was created by Almighty God Allah Himself.
Still a parliament.
That's what we're dealing with.
You're saying the church, but it's still a parliament.
This is what we're dealing
That's
with.
where respect comes from.
We did this.
Come on, God, don't do that.
We
man.
did
You
this.
of all people.
To bring y'all under one banner and to give y'all an understanding. So y'all can stop bickering amongst yourselves. We are born righteous teachers. We do not believe in the teachings of the 10%. We are all wise to know who the true and living God is. Who teach that the true and living God is the Son of Man. Supreme being, black man formation. Who teaches freedom, justice, and equality to all the human families of the planet Earth. Otherwise known as civilized people, also Muslims and Muslim sons. 16th degree tell you who you are, what you're about, and what you teach, and your purpose in teaching. So why y'all straying away from your birthright? Law never said he wasn't 5%. Law said we all 5%. That's what it's about. That's what this nation is about. And don't forget it. Stop bickering amongst yourselves. If there's something that you don't know, somebody around here knows. Come and ask. We'll tell it to you. If I don't know it, there's somebody else that might know. That's how we were taught. That's how we were brought up. That's how we show and prove that we are one foundation under one nation. That's how we show and prove that we are brothers and not friends. Because I don't deal with friendship. Either you me or you not me. I'm not going to choose. It's up to you to choose for yourself. That's what it's about. Peace.
Yeah, welcome, right, to our rally, man. We at the law school. My name is Garden Larshaw. First, let me say this, man, because this is important, man. Peace is the absence of all confusion, man. So when I open in that manner, you know? And my bill will be as such. But let me be brief here, right? Something similar to what the God Ibn al-Jamal was saying. During the time when the father came around, man, you know, and when he came to show and prove, man, this science, right? Then and for a long time, man, we were despised. First of all, we only a handful then, right? And you had many great organizations and nations that were about during the advent and coming of Allah, right? In fact, one of the purposes of why the flag was designed was because we were wearing the flag. When I say we, I mean my oldest brothers, because I don't claim junk. Because these were the ones who came and gave it to me. So when they said, listen, man, if you ain't us, why are you wearing our flag? Father said, listen to this though, because this is the point you need to listen to. Right. So he goes to the mind of the young, Shamgar, and go into the universe, man, and draw up our flag. And he did. With the many variations, and then when the father finally seen that flag, he said, that's it. But during this period still, people looked at us, man, the 5%, whatever. Because people didn't understand the science of power and thought power was just in a significant amount of numbers, not understanding that one man is able to hold that power and that he empowered us to have that ability to do that. So, unfortunately, man, the enemy returns him back to the essence of life, the thinking that if I do that, then I destroyed this nation. No, you didn't. Now, emotionally, man, many cried and many went north, east, west, and south, but we came back together to show and prove, man, you know, the signs of Allah world manifest, right? This is the advent and coming of my team in the 70s. We call that period the Reconstruction period. Now, why am I saying this? Because even during this period, man, it wasn't fashionable because we had to fight and rumble with people to give them this knowledge. Because peace is the absence of all confusion. We didn't speak a language that was unalike or that was detrimental. So when you come into foreign territory, the mind, body, all things, and you're coming different from them, yeah, you're gonna have problems. Ask some of these brothers. It was spades and tomahawk and chapters and doo-wop. You know what I mean? And Allah and his sons came and showed and proved, and they came out the graveyard of the dead and became fake moms. Right? Then when we started to set this thing really on fire, then it became fashionable to wear this flag. See, because at one time, right, when you saw somebody wearing that universal flag, you was like, whoa, because you know what they went through to get that flag. This wasn't just add water. Even when he was giving them away, you was what? Examined. Right? You had to know every square inch. You sat in this seat and they gave you the business. What's your name? Right? They told you what's your name and you went through the whole science. And it was serious, and it still is to this day. The gist of my bill is this, having said those different pieces of history, because now it's unfortunately fashionable, man, to take our name and our science, man, you know, and mix, dilute, and tamper with it. Now that's been happening, man, through the course of our science, that people take and borrow and whatever. But what happens is, what's happening, like Al Jamal said, and he was right, was, yeah, don't worry about that, God. It is what it is. That's right. We listen to the magnetic, not the noise. The science is that, God, you know, we have to continue to keep building and to remain within the realms of our basics, man. Know your lessons, man. Do what you need to do. Like these guards that's over here in the school here, that's building. You know? They over here, man, they doing what they need to do, God. We can't waste no time with foolishness, God. You know? This is why God, and I constantly say that repetitively at these rallies, man. When we among our family, man, don't just pay a visit. Who are you? Peace, God, where you from? Right? Stop letting people just come among you, man. Pay visit to the minds of the people, man. You know, let's not lose focus with what it is that we teach, man. Because I remember, see, because the root of my science is the supreme mathematics. D and alphabets, these are the keys to unlock the doors to 120 degrees of lessons. I don't teach Muslim lessons. I'm not a Muslim, I'm God. I'm 5%. I'm a poor righteous teacher. Why we changed that? Because the supreme mathematics was manifested. Let me say this again. From the mind of Allah, right? He came, yeah, you hear Mr. Black Man where Elijah say mathematics, Islam is one and the same, but he took it and showed and proved it. And showed and proved autodidactically that he was self-taught. I came into this science by myself. Elijah himself, coming from the mouth of the brothers that taught me, understood his reality. He just said, yo man, we just can't occupy the same rim, man. You gotta teach what you teach, I'm gonna teach what I'm gonna teach. And told some of his people, man, leave him alone, he know what he's doing. You know? But then again, which of course add more dislike and dissension, you know what I mean, among them. But he taught me the black man unequivocally is God, but he taught us our basics. And so did his sons. Right? And I mean, you may not see it as we used to be many moons ago, man, when we was running around here, but the basics remains the basics, God. The God says something, and I'm gonna say this, man. Although we was taught not to, when we was taught what knowledge is, we was taught not to give, just don't give any definition. But later on, yes, I concur that knowledge is the basic foundation of all things in life. Because if your ass ain't got a root on the foundation, then you have an end. See, the root of our science is knowledge, to know who we are and everything around us. This gives us the ability and the power to make things move, walk and talk, and do what they do. Right? So, and I'm saying that, and that is the same sign to this day. See, when you building God, when you doing what you got to do, God, force will go leave, God. Nonsense go leave. Make no mistake about that. And the only time you'll see us having to cremate and move you physically is when we say peace to you and could you please get out of our way with that food and you don't want to. Then that's wisdom along rule now. Because you're not going to occupy the same rim with that nonsense. And we're telling you, this is not what we teach. This is what we're doing. And you want to beat your chest, we will remove you physically out of here. But we are civilized and we are righteous people. And we will first give you the knowledge. We will educate you. Because some people, they really don't know, God. They get nasty like instant oatmeal. Like just add water and I'm the God. They're not understanding you the hills and mountains I'm going to have to go through with this thing here. You know what I mean? You know, I get on Facebook and I get a set of 120 and now I come around and beat my chest. You don't understand that how you had to be examined. I'm raising my hand, almost basically humiliated in the middle of the street, Raj the Melon them when they were young. Showing people he's saying he the God but don't know his lesson and bombing me. But you know what though? Yeah, they bombed me and I got the best out the guards from them for that. Because that was important, that you had to know every square inch of your lessons, man, because you're teaching. We're not playing here. And why was that important? Because as you develop, then you understand how you take these same lessons and make them physically walk and talk. That's how we got our doctors literally here. We have doctors and lawyers. We have great minds and people with marketable occupations among us. Because they understood, I'm not going to be like, you know, the Christians and be a dead letter reader. I'm not going to be strong in my house and weak in yours, man. The duty of a civilized person is showing proof that knowledge is building, right, is to make sure that I know the science of what? Everything. So that means I have to study. That's important. But let me say this to you too, right? And being civilized, right? And how we present ourselves to the world also, right, is extremely important. Now let me conclude. Although we didn't get into this rally, we at the rally, the school. When we start going to these schools here, like when somebody's talking, we're not having nobody up on the stage. We're not doing that, God. That's a bad look. You know, like when somebody's building, we're sitting on the stage in the background. Our presentation is very important. There's too many seats, we walking back and forth and whatever. Just that minuscule act alone, you know, sends healthy, strong, and good breeders from among you. And especially here, the God building, he's speaking, I'm speaking, and I got people in the background talking. So you're gonna move. That's what you're gonna do. Right? Because it's about respect. How do you expect me to hear the magnetic and the signs you making manifest, but then I got these people in the background, right? And I'm not here to throw rocks at nobody, God, but it's about, man, respect. If you civilize, civil means to respect the law. That's what civil means. Cross the green and not in between. You see? But we was told to, man, again, take it back to the root, back to our lessons. This is why I speak in the manner and the way I do, God, and I browbeat me because I seen Allah. I know Allah. Yeah, I know him. You know how I know him? Because I know his sons. Because when they sent him back, he empowered them. We don't worship, man, someone who returned back to the essence of life, but I respect and pay homage to him and his power because I seen his sons, and his sons came into the muck and mire and taught us, and they didn't play no games. That's why I say what I say. We was playing marbles. We was in the dirt, in the muck and mire. We was on the rooftop, in the barber shop, and that's where the whole show, the dope dance. This where his sons came and taught us. And that's how we got it. You want this? That's where that saying come. The many came, but only a few was chosen. Right? Because when you had to see that what you had to go through to get this, some people couldn't stand up under that, man, under that heat. That's why, man, when my brothers say something to me, if I'm wrong, I promptly admit it. I promptly, peace, God. I ain't playing no games. I'm not greater than you than that if I'm in error and you make knowledge born. This is what's important, the basics, the root. And what's that teach us, man? If you are saying that you righteous and you the God and the earth, right? Let me get my study on. Let me look, how do I look to the world? What am I doing here? Right? Because when you're not doing that, what happens is this. Then you have on Facebook, even though God, I don't even comment on these things, but the eye is round because it gives you the well-rounded picture of reality. So I see the foolishness that goes on. You gonna put my flag on the door, but I know what was his first rules and regulations, including all laws of force while manufacturing the devil. I'm gonna do that to evoke that to distract you from what it is you're supposed to be doing. It's not where our flags belong, man. That's somebody who was improperly taught. Oh, you just, man, of course, man, now it's fashionable. Before, I remember, they were throwing rocks at us, God. They were hating us, man. When the 5% walk, you moved out of our way because you respected the power in the mind and you respected that I love my brother. And if he said, Allahu Akbar, the car stopped.
Yeah, come.
That's right. The car stopped. And if my brother was wrong, he'll catch his in the end. But if my brother that was the rally, all that wisdom of Allah. When you heard Allahu Akbar, you know it was popping. It was going down. They knew it, man. We're ripping concrete out. Oh, buddy, that's my brother. But that was the unit of family and science, and we still have it. But we need to come back to the root and to the basics of that. Because that's real, God. Why is that important? Check this one. I'm going to tell you why. Ask the Christian.
Take it out that way.
How you going to go to church and not know the Bible? Ask the Muslim. How you come in the Juma and not know the Quran? Or those laws and whatever. So how you gonna come here, man, claiming you the God and not know your lesson? Or when I ask you, look at the facial expression, God. What's the day's mathematics? What? What you mean, what? That ain't what I asked you. I asked you, what is the day's mathematics? Are you in tune with the tools that safeguard you from the devil's civilization, moron? Don't play, because we will bomb you and run you out of here. Why is that important? Because where you got thus far was due to that. That's what killed me too, right? When I first got 120, right? No question. Couldn't tell me, I didn't need to know nothing else. I didn't know my mama name, nothing. And the reason why that is because of what I had to go through to get that. I had to make sure when I went to the store, know these lessons. When I come back, know these lessons. Right? All that, I'm renewing my history. They done chewed me up like something real crazy. Renewing what? Get your butt in the house. So when I got 120, it's like, yeah. But mistakenly, I thought that's all I needed to do. Right? But understanding developed from knowledge and wisdom. So you have to be able to live and make these science, walk and talk. So then there were sciences that needed to be read. How you the father of civilization and don't know the science of the miseducation of the Negro or J.A. Rogers or these sciences? But because I read volumes of books and had the privilege of meeting these people who, in some cases, didn't bear witness to 120, that didn't take me, because you have some brothers here. Yeah, man. Yeah, because you read some books now, and you know you're extremely pundit, right? And there's some science that don't complement every word for word of 120. Now I don't bear witness to that. Then you get out of here. Now here, you get away from me, right? Jesus didn't walk. We saying the same thing, but what we're saying, he didn't walk in the manner in which they saying he walked, but he existed. Come on, don't do that. Because you couldn't find it in this book and that book. Now you want to curse the science that gave you life. Now, because you read this, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you need to be you need to be thorough in your explanation as to what it is you're saying to people. We don't come here now because, you know, and I be catching them. See, my name is God Allah Shah. My attribute is that I'm the most high God, born supreme. So when you ask me that, I'm gonna give you the attribute. Because my name is God Allah Shah. That's my name. In the name of my father, Allah. See, I respect him too. A black man who came and empowered us and taught us. That's who God is. Taught us the righteous way. And the root word to righteous is to be right. And that's what we need to be among one another. I agree with that. You know, all this, whatever. But as long as you build in God, trust and build with this science here. As long as you're building, when you build for the builders, God, you're gonna destroy the deceivers. Yes, sir. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. But you got to continue to keep doing that. Because that's important. The basic, that's my thing. I've never left that science. And that's something Dumas said. See, remember what we were talking about earlier? Right? Dumas said that, man. If you never leave the basics, you won't have to be talking about, I need to return. Right? Just keep it simple. That's important, man. Know your lessons. Man, be among your family. Pay a visit to your family mind. The manifestation of knowledge means to know something happened right in your immediate atmosphere and someone asks you, hey, God, did you know that brother? No, I didn't. I stood here and watched you sit next to this brother for 15, 20 minutes. How could you not know his name? Talking about you know everything around you. That's right. Because then that's how you either be elevating or we dispelling myths here. Now the manner in which I'm speaking and what I'm saying, some people that's soft in heart may say, damn, like that's how we live. That's how we live, yes. That's why we're still here at 50 years. Because at one point, going back to my earlier bill, when it's only a handful, they despised us like to no end. In fact, when the father came, I call it the period of when slavery actually stopped. Because during that time, 1964 and 65, was the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act. You couldn't even vote. You didn't have a right to do anything when he was coming around. All he was simply doing was making knowledge born to the people. And again, you have many great nations or whatever that this devil diabolically was looking at where the Messiah going to be at. And when he found out, oh, I got a trick. Take the head, the body will leave. And they did, some people. Because I look at Lord Manifest and say, yeah, man, the God great, he's teaching me, empowering me, but I'm getting caught up in his personality and not what he's teaching. So when he take him out, I'm lost. Look at Elijah, great black man, brought great education, Nation of Islam. He left. Then went north, east, west, and south. Not to disparage nobody. The black man is unequivocally God, no chaser. There's no, oh, I'm not that. I'm not scared to say that. And that's what he taught. But in saying that, you see life through a pro-God perspective, which means that I'm not here to disparage no one's way of life either. All is welcomed here. Because we're up here at this universal rally to teach, not to cry and moan and complain, but to teach. And just my building, my teaching is to keep it within the basics. Keep it basic. That's right. Know your lessons. Go to school. That's what he taught. Allah said, man, listen, you know your lesson. Now go to school, right? Get you a job. So why Dumar and all these other brothers, Harlem Prep, went and got college degrees. This is why when they came into the ghettos of hell, that's one of the first things that came out God's mouth. That's why we was in schools bombing it up. We went back to school. God came in the street and took the hooky players, some stuff that these truant officers couldn't do, and we ran back. When I could contradict that Christopher Columbus, the aboriginal man, they were lying to me, because I'm running after my, God bless America. See, now I know the science, we went in there and bombed them. Till later on, we had to be groomed to understand you're not there to teach them either. Right? Get your knowledge, do what you gotta do. What your knowledge does, it protects your mind. Right? From further pins being stuck into your head, like today's degree, how the nurse stuck in the pins in the black baby's head at birth, right? And fed some wild beast and told his mother-in-law that your baby was an angel baby. It's still happening today. These grown men. It's happening to people right here in this nation. See? When I say here in this nation, those that may not know, I'm talking about the instant oatmeal people that just threw some water and oatmeal and ate it, and now I'm the God. You walking around with discombobulated flags and sciences and whatever, right? Okay, not a problem with that one too. If you stand to be corrected, if not, you need to take that off, man. That's not what we teach. See, if you don't want to be us, don't be us. We ain't got no problem with that. He told Robbie Walker that. One of these dudes who people pay homage to, who was taught by Allah, but told Allah, I'm not going to teach that. Father said, okay, not a problem, son. But don't teach no more devils, because that shit's already out here. And you went out to hear law and knowledge problem. Come on, my man. And we had a sword fight that because that was relevant. What's the birth record of said nations other than this one? That which doesn't have a root has an ending. Said means something questionable. That's what said means. If a said I put it before duty, what must be done? What's the prescribed laws of the said person? See, because you said you was going to do that and you didn't. So now you suspect. You suspect now. So now we need to, take the barata, hold out. Right? These beaten with many stripes. I thought you knew the Lord's will and prepared yourself. See? But this is why what make me the God that I am. It's because I was able to stand under the heat and the pressure of my brothers, Black Messiah, who had the honor. It showed me, I only met him for one infinitesimal second, and he showed me some real power. Yo, God, you sat there for a whole, a brown seat, you sat there for a whole minute talking. He said, ask this man who his father is. Ask that man who his father is. And come to find the very same people in the cycle wasn't even me. But I'm up here giving up jewels and whatever. So I said, yeah, all right. Boom. Before I start, man, speaking, let me do what? The knowledge. Let me take it back. Let me look. Who am I talking to? When you're coming together having these ciphers, who's here? But that's important, God. And I said that because that was troubling to me. The gist of my bill was, again, man, paying a visit to your mind, because it's nothing like family, God. We family here. Understand that. Peace is the absence of all confusion. It's the harmonious vibe of tranquility and language recognized by God and his woman, who's the earth. If I say peace to you, I mean that. But let me say this, on the contrary, that's what but means, right? High quality, Lord, I see everything. Don't think for a minute I'm telling you peace. And you causing my brother harm, or this nation harm. And I'm telling you to quit while you ahead and you don't, you'll get it. You'll get it. Damn, why you talking like that? Because that's how that go. If we are saying peace to you, let me talk to you, that we're not stupid. We see, okay, maybe he don't know. So again, being wise, let me give you the proper instruction. And if you refuse then and want to be adamant about staying the same rim, then you must know something I don't know. Because we gonna kick you 6 ways to Sunday. Because you getting out of the way of these babies and these women and our family. Why? Because I'm making my business to know my brother. I'm making my business have this environment safe. I'm not getting caught up in an argument about why we wasn't over there. We here at the school now. Right. We here, that's where we are. I'm home, I'm here. Don't get up here and waste my time with that. Don't teach, show and prove that you are. Let me conclude on this note. This is how you able to differentiate the teachers from the crybaby. Huh? How you able to show and prove that they in tune with their lesson? Because see, this rally is created, Universal Parliament is a righteous legislative body of people who are coming together to enact laws and to teach, because the root and foundation to our learning and education. Not get up here and talk about, oh, look at this mishap, why are we here? Because this is my home. At least you got some place to go. So, but today, see, the order of the day is, do you know it? And what is the order of the day? And make it walk and talk so we can take your science and we can live with it and do what we can do with it. We'll get up here and start crying. And then lastly, Allah, what separate Allah from everybody else? Peace to the revolutionaries. I got no problem with them. But Allah is and always will be a solutionary. He had a solution. And he gave it to us. With this flag, you'll build. Because with this one, they conquered. So with this flag, you're gonna build, man. And you're gonna show and prove to the world what that means, even from its most minuscule sense. Let me be able to have discipline and be easy. One thing I respect about Elijah, he ain't play that. Shut up, sit down, what? Don't even do it. We do that too. Knowledge your wisdom. With that, God, I'm gonna conclude, I'm gonna say peace to you, man, and the day mathematics, you know, keep the flow going, God, you know, and get to know the people around you. With that, peace.
Always start off with today's wisdom will I destroy. Who's the mystery God? There is no mystery God. All right? What happened at the school, I'll take care of Monday. But we're here. And it might have been meant for us to be here because we at home. Now the problem is, when we gonna get a school on this property so we won't have to go to another school? That's number one. Number two, most of everybody that got up here is talking about how we bringing things back into the original. And that needs to be known. Why? Because I'm 67. And the reason why I'm saying my age is not to show my age, but when I was 14, 15, when I was 16, 17, 18, when somebody came in the cipher, we would go to them and say, peace, what's your name? What's the 14, 15, 16 degree? What lessons you know? And start to build with the brother. When you have a student and you tell him to go around the school to learn to build with brothers, when he just learning, and he come around the school, or he's in New Jersey, and somebody say in order for you to get your lessons, go to Mecca, that's a non-cipher. And the reason why I'm saying it's a non-cipher, because as long as you have that flag on, as long as you see somebody with this flag on, that gives you an opportunity to teach. It gives you an opportunity to teach. I might wear a flag and I'm 85% eat pig, but I like it. That's the time that you're supposed to be saying, peace, brother, what's your name? You know, where you from? You know, what lessons you know? You gotta ask them what lessons they know. There's too many lessons online. There's too many questions online. So everybody sound like us, but they don't have to be us. So the thing about it is, while we saying we change the flag, while we saying we getting back into the originalness, while we say that this garden is all site for drinking, smoking, and all that other stuff, is because we bringing it back into the original. You got brothers that are older than 16, 17, they're older than 20, 30, and 40. But they feel they God, they do anything they want. That's not why we was taught, to say we could do anything we want. There's a prescribed law to what we do. We get education, we work, we keep our family, and God, the nation of gods and earth, is so that your woman could be named Earth, and so that the brothers could take on name of Allah. Brothers don't understand that. They too willing to say, peace God, peace God, peace God, and don't know your name, don't try to know your name, and they walk around here like they have divine knowledge, and then you ask them a question, they lost in space. There have been many brothers that have come and say the history of our nation is old, we need to renew it, and all of that. The difference between that time and now is that everybody got to be on the same page. Either we alike or we unalike. Because if you alike, you would tell somebody, no, we not, Egyptians. We built Egypt. Now you gonna be, oh, I'm an Egyptian. I come from Timbuktu. We built Timbuktu. We say we the makers and owners, and you got brothers that then limit themselves. You got many brothers in the institution getting taught, getting knowledge yourself, and time they get out, they back with the peace God. Then you got a nickel, you got a dime, you got a quarter. I'm hungry, I'm starving. That ain't the way we got taught. That's not the way we was taught. When brothers worked in the school, father said, son, go buy some salmon or something, bring it back here. We used to make sandwiches. We used to have karate, clean up the school, come back, fix the sandwiches. Everybody got a sandwich. Now brothers go to work, he got work free. Nobody got nothing to eat them. Or either you give a brother something and say share it, and he stands there and eat it all up in front of you. That ain't the way we was taught. You got a brother have a problem. If you could help him, help him. If you can't help him, just say you can't help him. But don't tell me I can't help him. Yo, God, where we go get the alcohol from? If you can't help him, you can't help him. But what are you doing? I don't understand how you could say you got knowledge of this nation. When I came in here, it wasn't I didn't even know the Father until 66. I came in here in 64, going into 65, like April, May, June, July, August. I changed my degree day, and I came into the knowledge. I was saying Salam Alaikum. We changed it to peace. I didn't even know why we changed to peace. The brother said that when you talk to people, they don't know Arabic, so we talking to them in language. So we say peace now. I didn't know about that positive equality, I didn't know none of that. But I'm saying it was a thirst for me to learn because I absorbed it. And brothers come around the school, we would meet them and we would start teaching. Peace, brother, yeah, where you from? Oh, I'm from this place, yeah, I'm from Long Island. Well, that's what we call this. Brothers come around here to learn. Sisters come around here to learn, and everybody think that they in a X-rated movie. Peace, what this nation about? Whoa, where you from? How many babies you got? Instead of saying, sister, this is the nation that Allah came in the person and taught us. And he taught us that we have to teach the world knowledge and wisdom of the original people. And quote the first degree. And quote any of them degrees, but quote degrees. Them lessons are your foundation for you being here. Them lessons are the foundation for you having a family, for doing whatever you're doing. Them lessons are the key to our lives. Everybody tell me, oh, you don't look like you 67. What am I supposed to do? Walk around with a cane open? Peace, God, I've been here, I'm an elder now. I'm an elder. How in the hell could we be an elder when the knowledge and wisdom of the original man keep you preserved as long as you teach? Brothers out there, we learn how to eat to live. Everybody going to buy sodas. Everybody going there to buy McDonald's. Everybody got Burger King. They sell pork. Oh, I'm not eating the pork, brother. I'm eating the burger. They still sell pork. Then we meet a sister, we don't take them from knowledge to born. We took them from knowledge to understanding. Then it was sex control. I gotta tell the truth about me. See what I'm saying? But our job is to teach. Our job is to teach nations and planet Earth. You don't say, if you want to learn, go to a law school in Mecca 2122. You don't say, what's today's degree? How could I break it down with you? Law's class is on Monday. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all totally forgot what brought you here, what made you young, what made you get out there and teach and educate the world, because we changed the world. Brothers don't believe that because of here, we changed the world. Cuba came to Harlem. The Pope came to Harlem. Everybody came to Harlem. And we used to say, oh, they came to bear witness to us. Whether they did or not, that's what we build on because we had the magnetic. We said if a flying saucer came and they wanted the 144, we would go, they would be left out. Because the Muslims taught that when the flying saucer come, all those was righteous and had a shine, and were pure, the ship would take them up and they would go with the ship, the mothership. We are the mothership. Your woman is the mothership. When the Father said, how you got her to be the mothership? What you think the sun, moon, and stars is about? You wear the flag, you don't even science it. It's 360 degrees, which is the thing you don't talk about, the sun behind the moon and the star. You talk about, oh, the 7 and the 2 is 5. Well, all that white stuff is just there because it's white, right? And then you got the 8-point star, and then you got shades of black and shades of gold. And now you got 45 degrees. Oh, where'd that come from? But that's somebody's understanding. At least they're trying to develop themselves to where they could talk the language. I don't deny that. But when you walk up to a brother that got 120 and you ask him the lesson, oh, I'm too important now, God, go ask that one, or go ask this one, or go ask that one. That ain't what we learned. We used to drop everything we had to manifest that I'm in the knowledge of myself, that I have been born alive and not dead, that I'm not a mystery God. Who is that mystery? We don't know. Because they never lied. They lied and never told whether it was coming back. We know they lied. But everybody fought. There's another thing. During slavery, there was so much development for America that you cannot say everybody came over here deaf, dumb, and blind. But we learned in the 31 to 36 that the trader made an inter-orientation. They received more gold for their labor. That they received a note. The trader dissipated and was no one to speak their language. The cotton gin, the light flick so that the light could come on. The third rail. All that science is what you tell children when you don't want to get into the high science. You show them about slavery was bad for people because it put black and white against each other. And the devil, the original devil, which was Yaku, was the one that was the father of the devil. He taught them to do that devilishment. Because we don't call a half-original man a devil. But yet everybody tell me, oh no, God, don't mess with that. That's off sight. But you got two half-originals. You got the one that was taken from his land, put into a house, grew up in the house, and then went back to the land. One half-original. Then you got Christopher Columbus, where Hannibal walked across the Alps, killed all the men, screwed all the women. That's why you got the Sicilian, the mountain people, and you got the Italians in the village. But yet, we don't even look at science like that. You got brothers want to take us, oh, we Egyptians. We this and we that. And the baddest thing about it is we ain't hate. Elijah taught that Islam is not over there no more. Islam is over here. That's how Elijah taught. There's no more wisdom in the East. Everything is in the West. And when we read the paper, oh God, look at there, they doing this. Oh God, they do this, they say. You already know that. Why even bring it up as a discussion? And look, but I'm not even getting into that because that takes you into that other stuff. Look, everybody that say they're here was born alive. And if you're born alive, somewhere in you, you still got them lessons. Do not let anybody tell you got to go to another brother to get taught. If you teaching somebody, you teach them on the spot. I hate when brothers come up to me and say, peace, God, all in front of my supervisor, my boss, where I work. And know what my boss told me? I used to be a father, son. You see what I'm saying? But to have brothers meet you, they don't even say, God, what's your name? Your name Umala? Okay, peace, Umala. I'm going to call you Umala. The Father told us, Allah told us, that he's our older brother. He said, son, stop calling me the father, call me the older brother. See what I'm saying? Now everybody talking about my elder, my elder, my elder. Do I look like I've got a kale beard on my face and I'm bent down? My age is just a number. How I preserve that age is by having knowledge and wisdom of myself. What I do right takes all that other stuff away from me. I stop eating a lot of sugar. I stop eating a lot of bread. And that makes me better. I stop drinking sodas. Because in order to say that you're going to have a long life, You gotta strive for it.
Right.
There's a lot of brothers in here that have prostate cancer. I tried to form a team to talk to brothers about prostate cancer. Some brothers got theirs cut out. I got radiation, and now they talking about something new. But if you gotta go to the doctor, find out what's wrong with your fit. This is your mother's ship. If it don't go nowhere, it's going with you wherever you go. So you gotta preserve it. Oh, give me a soda. Oh, give me a bunch of bread. Oh, I got diabetic. How do we get diabetic? How come A and G turn to D? You're supposed to go from A to G, say you God, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down there. But now we say that we have knowledge of ourselves. Everywhere we go, we spring a garden. Because everywhere we go, there's fruit that need to be picked and nourished and educated. And that's how the nation started. Now, online is so much stuff. Brothers are going to the 4th degree because they don't talk to brothers to their face. Oh, he said this and he said that. Don't they read their lesson? That's starting trouble among the righteous people, causing them to fight and kill one another. I don't want to leave here by some behind hole talking about I did something because he's a fanatic with his fanatic ways and come and take me off the planet. I don't want that, not to me. And I hope when they come after me, I could be strong enough to combat it. But all of us was given the knowledge itself to stop a bullet. That's what we supposed to be, stop a bullet. Because we got knowledge of ourselves. When you say you can't teach somebody and they got to get taught by somebody else, you didn't pass your history by like that. Because nobody else will take on that I knew this brother and I knew that brother. I built with him and he's strong in his mathematics. What you doing? You got to go to Mecca to be taught. Oh, well, I seen a brother out my way. I asked him a question and he said, yo, brother, I'm busy. I'm working. You got to go somewhere else. Go where? Here, take my number. Meet me at 5 o'clock. We'll build all night. I don't understand it. We older. We can't go into a group of bloods and start teaching. I'm not going into nobody with their pants down talking about y'all should have knowledge of yourself. Stop eating pig and stop eating that. Why? Because I never seen a savage in the pursuit of happiness until I try to build with somebody. They go, nah. People are, when Allah was here, he told us if somebody is wearing your flag, that's the time for you to teach. All I hear is a lot, Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Jay-Z. I say that's because y'all behind in the kitchen talking about somebody in the front room, and you don't know who's in the front room, so y'all want to build up a basis of him back in. We never learned like that. If I say I didn't like Sabu, and I was with this brother, he'd walk me right over to Sabu's house, knock on Sabu's door, and say, Sabu, this brother got something to tell you. Oh, Sabu, I didn't say that, I heard. No, tell him how you told us. Tell him you said that Sabu wasn't no good because tell him the way you told us. Yeah, God, like I heard. No, we learned to take that sissy shit out of us when we was young. Right. So why all of a sudden we men at an older age and the sissiness come back into us, but we ain't switching? Why? 25th letter in the alphabet, 2 and 5 and 7. 7 is God. That's how we learned it. But you got brothers among us that's banding together. And everybody who got knowledge itself should band together to bring everybody back into their originality. Because what's going on there and what's online, I don't even mess with the internet. Because if I say something derogatory, I got 15 different ways that I could tell somebody that I could infiltrate and say, yeah, God, I build with you. You know, I got knowledge itself, you know, knowledge, build, I destroy, and all of that. What's the 14, 15, 16? Oh, I ain't get to that. How long you been in the nation? Well, I've been online. Time they say that, it gives you an opportunity to teach. It gives you opportunity to take him back to the basics. What's your name? We do not have attributes. I don't care what brothers say. We are not one of the 199 attributes of Allah. We are not there. When I meet a brother, he tell me, yeah, God, my name is Allah, but my attribute, your attribute, where you in the Quran? Where you in the Quran? Where is your name building in the Quran? You have a name. What Allah told us is that our family was honorable. Because if they wasn't honorable, we wouldn't be here. If you did something, went to jail, and you got taught, and you come out, you had an honorable name. And now you got a name that's other than an honorable name. You got your name. So don't misconstrue it with having this name and that name. And if anybody come in your cipher that want to be taught, it's time for you to wake up them lessons. If you don't already wake them up, it's time for you to start with the 14, 15, 16. If they could quote them, then all the rest is all right for a while until you get into them. But we never took things on face value. That's what we was taught. Never take it on face value. So a brother come up to you, yeah, brother, I've been knowledge. Then you start questioning, yeah, but my educator didn't teach me like that. Who's your educator? Who he got taught by? What knowledge did he have? You don't know, like Kunta Kinte. You can't follow your, Alex Haley followed his roots back to Kunta Kinte. When the firstborns was around, you could tell who taught who by the ways and actions of the one who taught. If you had a brother talk to you like, why is the middle? In order for you to have natural wisdom to understand, you say, oh, that's that brother. He didn't taught. And the thing about it, when the father was here, you know what he said? He said, I know you taught him, and I know he taught him, so I want to see who he teaches. That's how the father gave it to us, a domino factor. If you teach somebody, and they know not, and then the other thing, if all of y'all know each other, go in different directions and teach. That's why there should be babies among us that got 120. We should have a whole nation and all of us sit back and say, we the grandfather of the nation, and that's our 50 years. You know how many children could have been taught in 50 years? 50 years, how many times you could have passed it down? And now you so important, no, I don't have time to teach now, brother. I'll see you later. You know, bring your lessons with you when you come though. What kind of stuff is that? So guys, I'd like to say it again. What happened with the school, I'll get that done tomorrow and find out what happened, because I'm the one who advocated that and it went a different way, so I'll do that. But as of now, I say peace to my family.
Hey.
I kept it too long.
Peace, God, to nerd.
Good. Hey.
I said peace, God.
Hey.
All right, that makes it a powerful. Let's see, we all in tune, man. I'm God's divine prince of love. Wow, just see, look. Right? And I'm so glad that Allah saw to it to welcome everybody. Because this is what we do, right? This is a universal parliament, right? And we are honored by your presence here, because it could have been somewhere else, all right? Nothing saying that you had to come into Mecca today to come to the universal parliament, right? If you're God and earth, I gotta tell you this, you're free. Forget about you ain't got this and you ain't got that, you're gonna get it. Because God and earth have a lot on reality. Reality. And all of us, man, like I'll be 64 my next birthday, right? Okay, which ain't that far off. But I've been here since 1971, right? We all come in at different rates of intelligence, involvement, experience, you know? Never did no federal time, but I'm no stranger to what jails are, or institutions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Born in New York, been in New York all my life until recently, I now reside in Florida. The reason why I'm back in New York, so let's face it, Orlando, Florida is only 2.5 hours away by plane. To promote my book, I would appreciate you passing this around, God.
next month, hopefully we'll be at Harriet Tubman. I'll be here until the middle of December. But I've been working on the book for 2 years. And anyone that knows me, man, knows that for years, I handled being up front, taking charge, making sure that everyone in the parliament knows what's going on, handling things. But yet we move on, and people come and they take our place. And I encourage that. You know what I'm saying? I do not need this parliament as my main venue to reach the people. Because I have found out that old saying is true. The pen is mightier than the sword. I'm someone that has been that's gifted with writing skills, with other skills. You know, I'm retired, right? So I don't worry about an income or none of that. You know, I don't worry about much. But my love and my concern was for the growth and development of my nation, right? I have nothing to do with another person's understanding. What you went through, what you understand, what life has afforded you, where you're at, that's where you're at. That's where you're at. The main reason I wrote that book, because I got 6 grandchildren. Oldest one is what? Divine is 7 years old, right? My granddaughter is 3 years old. I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave a legacy because it's about teaching the babies, right? But yet they're my grandchildren. They're not my children. You know what I'm saying? My son and his women, they are the parents of these children. You know, but I would like, whatever choice is made, to see my grandchildren when they reach the age of adolescence, what people call teenagers. You know? For right now, I am grateful that it's a nice day and that myself just recovering from a major illness, which many of you on Facebook might have read about. I'm glad to be here because there's a whole lot of us ain't here. And the reason why some of us ain't here is because the same things the law said not to do, you went and did it. Or they went and did it. But the law said, I got good sons and bad sons. Good daughters, bad daughters, all right. They made their choices, they made their contributions. This is not no holy roller, religious organization. Matter of fact, this ain't an organization. This is a nation. Ain't no membership cards here. There's not. Just keeping it real. Not to condemn nobody, no talk about anybody, because if you know me, I care about where I'm at. Where you're at is where you're at. Those lessons, however, are important, right? In the beginning, I was given supreme mathematics and supreme alphabet. Nowhere in 120 lessons will you see the word mathematics. Unless somebody got some add-on lessons or something, that's on you, but I know where I'm at. And when I build, I want you to know where you're at, and also to know the time we're in. This is not 1964. I love Florida, man, you know? I mean, it's off the hook, but, and there's chemtrails out there too. But the weather is conducive to my health. And like I said to Palmer one time, man, I want to live to see 120. If possible, we used to be hundreds of years of age. But going through the hell of America, we age fast. We're subject to all kinds of illnesses and diseases. The food, nothing 100%. Monsanto that brought up all the seeds. For those of you that know what's going on, I ain't got the man beat you on the head for hours and hours. My building's going to be relatively short. I just want to welcome you all and encourage you, man, to keep up with the good fight. Because we are people that are at war. We are at war. We're being attacked in so many ways. And don't forget that they want to take you out of here. While they get up with the nanotechnology or the new form of eugenics known as transhumanism, so they can go from being human to being humans. They brought I hear that they done bought the moon, so there's some property rights for the moon off, but our reality is here on Earth. And the things that we're trying to get right. Don't you realize that since 1865, we have not moved one step? Black folk and collectively don't have shit.
Hey, Prince. Hey, who was the landlord?
Some devil, man, I
On
seen
the
him.
moon?
Yeah, some devil I seen on Montel. Trust me. You know, this is one good thing about the internet. It gives you a wealth of information. You know, you have to distinguish between it, but it's just information. You know, just don't take my word for it. Go check these things out. There's a library available. There's so many resources available to you. And if you really think about it, it's about the resources that we have that enables us to survive, feed and clothe ourselves, because shit is shutting down. Very few of our young people are working. And they are working somewhere. How much money are they making? You know, you got more homeless today than I've seen in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But back to my point, black people here in America, the black man and woman in America, since 1865 with the so-called Emancipation Proclamation, you don't own nothing. You own nothing. The music industry, you say? Well, and the entertainment industry, well, they sold BET. Anybody you see that is they know it's you. They know it's you. We of ourselves own nothing. See, the 13th and 14th Amendments did not end slavery, it standardized it. The March on Washington, which was organized by Bayard Rustin. All right? Martin Luther King didn't organize it. That March on Washington, I believe it was 63 or 64, right? It guaranteed certain civil rights. You know, the right to do this, to occupy this and that. But as far as having freedom and a real economic structure where we have real wealth, we don't have it. I was watching, what was this shit I was watching, man? Love and Hip Hop. Love and Hip Hop. It's out in Atlanta and Hollywood. And our babies, the children want this lifestyle. They want money. They want to live good. Nobody want to live bad. But the whole lot of us that's living bad by so-called standards. We are civilized people. This is true. But we promote and we teach civilization to understand that we have got, man, to build our own.
All right? So be careful.
We've got to have our own economic structure.
All right? See, this
Right? And we've been advocating this shit since I came in back in the days, long in the days, in the 30s,
all right?
the 20s.
Fix it. You're going to be able to use it.
It hasn't been done yet. And we're looking towards the young to bring forth a new energy, a new vitality to this whole thing. So sooner or later, I'm 64, Umalaw's 67. When we're gone, you're going to be left on your own. And some of y'all ain't that far behind me in age. But where are the children? There's a few here. But you won't see none of them complete that. When I came in the knowledge in 1971, 15 and 16 was teaching adults, making a difference, being empowered in the community. I come from, man, a lot of areas. Former Black Panther. I had my own Black liver in the 60s. I graduated college in 1973. You know, call me an old guy, I don't care, I know who I am. And you should know who you are. We say that you are the gods and earth of this planet. The only God knows. In reality, the mothers of civilization being the first to bring forth man, to bring forth science, all this. Yes, we know. Now that we know it, how are we going to apply it? How are we going to apply it? We well know about eat one meal a day, right? Avoid McDonald's, all that, right? How many of us know about source? because some of us is getting bigger than a brick shit house and don't know why. Don't know why. Take a look at that soil. Size it up before you put it in your mouth. And then make the choice. As one example, because there's plenty out here to take us out of here. All right? Our physical carries us everywhere. Our thinking is linked with our state of health. Right? If your blood is jammed up, your thinking gonna be jammed up. Right? And then check this out. I am not your God. All right? Some of us get to the point, man, where now you my God. You God between my God. Right? I'm told to the Supreme only because we keep working at it. We keep educating ourselves. We never stop learning. We never stop adding on. Everybody finds their niche. Everybody finds their niche. There's hundreds of thousands of us here in the world of North America, but very few come here on a regular basis. Because it's a big world out there, and we're hitting all kinds of shit. I'm not saying you gotta mess with some drugs, but you should be a benefit in your community. And matter of fact, there's very few communities today. When I came up, it was a community. People talked down the block around the corner, me, my family, they did things together. You know, and of course, in them days, man, we went to church together. We did this together. The school was up the block. You know, there was no metal detectors. It was education. There was physical activity. Not so like today. There was a free lunch. All this. But there was also opportunity afforded us that if we did graduate, that we could advance. Here in the city of New York, they had opened a mission. You could go to college, right? Harlem Prep was not the only thing, but Harlem Prep is still in existence. You know what I'm saying? There are things that we can take advantage of, but our thinking has to be clear. If you have an addiction, I don't care what it is. Because I've been in New York, man, and I've seen New York before crack. How about when it was hell? You know what I'm saying? The choices we make. Now, our life as God and earth can be pretty good. Because as I look at it, my life is pretty good. You no longer find me up in the bars. I'm not walking the street with the Mac Willie. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat everything. I watch who I associate with. But when I was in my 20s and my 30s, these people so commonplace. You know, I actually thought that I've been running numbers all my life. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I'd be selling drugs. You know, because I did all this thing. I'm no good at shit. But I'm someone that ingratiated myself with people and it's been the best time of my life. And it still gets better. Like I said, I got over a major illness. Right? I went down to Florida on the 17th of July. And I realized that I had caught a viral infection from somebody up in Medina. I was sick, but you know us. Oh, I'll ride it out, I'll drink some juice, I'll be fine, I'll get plenty of rest. I got down to Florida, Orlando. My sister said, we take you to that. Nah, I'm all right. I'm glad I went. White blood cells was down, T cells off the hook, you know, whole immune system compromised, dying. But blood transfusion couldn't wipe off. Whatever they did, they brought me back. And I got to look at the humor of it. My doctor's name was Mr. Yachi. He asked me, what you like? I said, it's a private thing, you know. But I received the care and the help I needed. We, as older brothers, our duty is to teach those that don't know. I never met a law person. I came into this in 1961. Allah was only amongst it for 5 years. But in that time, man, those he taught carried on and put us to the level we are now. And they had their shortcomings. They weren't no enemies. But yet still we're here. We're still here. 50 years is no joke. What about the next 50? What if we see 15, we always talk about getting our own. We'll have that if we are determined in our mind and in our heart to make this happen. I'm here today to encourage you, man, to keep on with the good fight. You know what I'm saying? Your lessons is important as well, but they set a foundation. Don't be afraid of the internet. Just be careful what you put on it and what you accept coming on. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. Allah said himself, and I got this from those that knew him. And I take it at their word that he did say certain things. He said, some don't change, it's going to die. He said, change with the young. Change with the young. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, they do not need your understanding. They got their own. It's their world. They will build their reality. I know we see it with their pants down and acting out of sorts. But what did we do when we were 15 and 16? What were we doing? You know? The changing of the guard, let me say. Someone is going to take divine Prince's place and run it apart. And I accept that, you know, because it's our home. It's us as a universal family, right? Our language is mathematics, which is not something which is really spoken with your mouth. But it's the language of intelligence, supreme intelligence, which enables you to be able to communicate those messages to people in a form, man, that you can distinguish yourself from others. We say we're not Muslims, and we should be able to tell the difference between myself and a Muslim. And another thing, I have associations with people all over the world. All over the world. My bill has caught the attention not only of people throughout this country, but governments around the world. I tell you, no joke. All right? But I'm a humble man. They ain't looking, man, for no popularity. I'm already famous. You know what I'm saying? And I don't try to, man, hog the limelight. I strive to be the light, and so should you. Because the same light that's in me is in you too. Sometimes it just takes something, man, to bring it out of you. And sometimes, I gotta tell you, man, I give in the morning, I may not say a word, because as I'm talking about people today, man, that they will take your good intention and make you live a hell. Live hell. But I gotta work at it. I work for myself. You know, I'm building the publishing company. I'm building for something. You know, my love is for this nation because I've seen it grow from this to where it is now. To where it is now. With all the talk that people might find with this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I was there when Rick first started getting sliced. You know what I'm saying? I love to enjoy life. I love, man, being able to laugh. Although situations today got that laugh, I said, what the hell is there to laugh about? You know what I'm saying? I don't have millions of dollars, but I have access to people that do have millions. You know what I'm saying? Some of these same people that others rave about. Jay-Z was a young man at one time too. We know there are others that we know, that we encourage, that went on, man, with their ideas and made a success of themselves. Then there are those men, unfortunately, man, that are not with us now. But they gave their best. They only give what you got. Some of the strongest builders I've seen, man, will never come up to the front of a parliament or hardly say two words. But the evidence of their mathematics is seen. And you know what I'm saying? If you want to see, because for me, you judge a tree by the fruit that it does. Our children is what I'm talking about. Right? Some of us, man, unfortunately, have children, man, that don't want to mess with us. But they remember what you did to their mouth. They remember how you treated them. They remember that you wasn't there. Some of us, man, are coming out, and I mean, more and more gods say that they're 20 or years or better up top. Your children don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, man, wherever you're at, some of us are going to go to jail. Some of us are going to wind up sick. Some of us are going to falter in our relationship. You know? But the strong survive and the wise rule the strong. In any condition that we find ourselves in, man, we master that condition. If I ain't got $1 today, I know how to get it without strong-arming somebody or doing something criminal. So we advocate that we stand against crime. We stand against crime. There's an end to every hustle. Trust me on it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as, man, advocating that I walk with this or that, I don't do that. My father, my physical father, told me when I was young, if you're going to do anything criminal, do it by yourself, because it's hard to tell on yourself. If you're going to do anything, be the best at it. But that's what I strive to do. And I just but also be the best you can be. What you got. What you got. And this is all we do. I'm not going to be that Lord City brothers here, but I'm just going to end with this. And with this. Very key today on the things that Allah strives to impart to us. But the one thing that sticks with me is he said that everything that has been built upon the square will now be built upon the cycle. I like that so much that on my company logo, I put that. You know what I'm saying? Also, I am making a point to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, because it's not about you to like it. I hope you hate me enough, man, to go home. You know what I'm saying? And come on back. But intelligent dialogue, intelligent discussion, being well dressed, being civilized in my approach to the there you go, because when intelligence speaks, the world listens. You know what I'm saying? You can't go before the seats of power looking like a bum, alcohol on your breath. You know, there's certain things that we can do to make it better and to be more acceptable to the community, because a lot of them don't know. They think you're a gang, but we ain't never been a gang. We ain't never been a gang. We've always advocated that we're a nation. Not only a truth and righteousness, but a nation that can get things done, that can change the world, like Uballah said. Give me 10 good men and we can change the world. Never feel, man, that what you're into ain't worth the effort. You go years and years and don't see nothing being done. You open your eyes, take a look around, a lot has been done. Look at you. If you want to see improvement, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. What do you see? You know, there was a period of time in my life I couldn't look in the mirror because I knew I was doing wrong. I knew it. When I look in the mirror, I'm only going to see somebody. I hated me one time, but today I love you and respect me enough, man, to be the divine prince, not just one day out of the month, but every day of the year. I'm loved by a lot of people, but I love myself. Love myself enough to watch where I go, who I associate with, what I eat, and how I respond. Sometimes I can keep my mouth shut and listen. Knowledge, wisdom. But when I wisdom, understanding, speak what I know, then man, it gotta be on point. Why have you asked me about 125th Street? Oh, it's down there. But I know damn well it's over there. So I don't play games. I'm here to tell you all, man, that better days are coming for us. The 85%, well, they're going to have to get some hard knocks. Because the truth is there. The truth we got ain't unacceptable for them or inaccessible for them. Anyone can get this truth if they're willing and open-minded. But some are very cold-minded. Because what I see today, man, is a lot of people want to change. But the children are missing in their congregation. Have you noticed that? You know, I mean, some of these things on the net, man, Dr. Claude Anderson, some of these preachers or what have you, man, they have the houses packed. Nation of Islam, house be packed. Where the young people? Where the young people in your congregation? What they doing? They're not coming. They have their own ideas. I have the same idea when I came in that I have today to build a law world mind. Just that short. And before I said peace, one last thing. Keep your head up. Because it's about mastery. And with that, thank you for listening to God's and Mercy. Enjoy the rest of your party.
I just want to say one thing. And y'all can have it. Right? I got a guest today. Right? I'm going to tell you what happened. I was getting on the bus. And y'all know how I dress sometimes. One brother told me, saying, "What, you a genie?" I said, "No, I'm the true and living God." So he said, "You're not God." I took my best off. This is it. You know how I am. I put my bags down. And I told him, I said, God is energy that changes one form to another, from the highest to the lowest. I said, first you have to go through solid liquids and gases, sun, moon, and star, then man, woman, and child. You have to go through a baby stage, child stage, teenage, then manhood, then senior citizen. I said, that's the degree I am. He said, wait a minute, I got to get off the next stop. I said, wait a minute, I just started, right? And so when I sat down, I met this young man. Come on up here, brother. What did you ask me? How can you control your destiny, right? And I said, it's on yourself, right? See all these brothers right here? This is your family. And I say you God, every one of these brothers is God too. Welcome home.
See, each one teach one. This brother man, Father Divine, he was from out there in Colossus. This brother's from Pelon. He's from the Bronx. He's from Brooklyn. Patterson, New Jersey. So you have a family here. This is why I say you come here. This is our foundation. You sit down and listen to these brothers have to say. Peace. Peace.
Hey.
Peace.
Hey.
Rasheim, my Lord. Today is not the night, it's which is going to destroy. Or being pointed out a cipher. Today, not a cipher. Let you know, that is the purpose of being out of school. Let you know, we got a place right here. It's ours. It says, because he taught us to eat the wrong food. On that note, I want to let you know the importance of growing our own food. See right now, here she comes right now. See Miss Mary, look. It's Miss Mary right here. She applies to do whatever like we like to afford our crowds. She plant right in this garden here. She be more herbs.
Glory to God.
Help contribute to this garden. Because if you can visualize, by next year, any ideas for growing foods, vegetables, certain area, we can feed ourselves. She's right here, and she come here, and make it happen. And I thank her for that, because I can bring some seeds, vegetables, fruits, and she'll plant those. Y'all wouldn't know that. And that's peace. Because she sort the rocks, different things, work the ground. We should be like that. Because it's our land. We should know what we can do with it. We don't have to do at all. That's why I say this is no choice. Now, it's going to 40 million if the wisdom will destroy the use 140. Who's that rules, regulation, all laws will be enforced. As a matter of fact, it's that. Strong, good readers. That, when they sit back, all that is back, I go to the land. They sit back at the age of 16. That's peace. I don't want to be and multiplying in society. I want to that has my power to build for them, not for us. So, doctors, nurses, Man, they still treat niggas. Doctors are what I was trying to write. That was it all. That's why I tried to qualify this, qualify by the doctor. I'm talking about this about the minister. Nurse, you know, the black baby got everybody sticking the pin in his head. It's some wild beast. So you see the disrespect they got for black men. Here in America. All over. You know what I mean? And having a lot of yourself. You must pride, respect, wild selves. I mean, not to go into the institutions. Qualified is qualified to be qualified. But in that process, we lose ourselves. Who you are? You be on, you say you, when you're helping them, color recognition, that's the part of violence.
I got you.
Yeah, this is a law. This is the law's universal parliament in front of the law school. Living mathematics goes on forever. Peace.
Got the last part.
This is the universal family coming together for one common cause. Gods and earths manifesting the sciences of teaching. When we come together for parliament, we come together to get to know each other and to exchange the sciences. So once, hey Jamel.
Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Great building.
It's my turn, God?
Yes, God.
Peace.
Peace, God.
God, Lord Jamel, God, off while you Allah from the head of the beginning. Now residing all over the universe.
Okay, God, your play. What was the success of the play?
What's that, God?
The success, your play.
True.
Superman the Man. Would tell us a little bit about that, the success and everything.
Okay, true. I'm doing the play from Superman to Man, right at the Dwyer Theater on 123rd Street and St. Nicholas Avenue on October 10th, right? At 8 o'clock, on October 11th at 2 p.m. and 8 o'clock, and October 12th at 7 p.m., right? From Superman to Man is a novel by J.A. Rogers. It follows a conversation between a lowly porter, right? And a bigoted senator. And in this conversation, you get a chance to see this lowly porter destroy this senator's illusions of superiority with knowledge of literature from his own race.
That's peace, God. That's peace. You're a film director, right, God?
Absolutely.
Okay, anything else in the future that you're working on?
Yes, I'm working on a project called Drug Affected. I'm also working on a film project from Superman to Man. We have 13 movies over the course of the next 9 years. Look for 7 Lights Productions. Peace.
Peace to the God. So here you have it. Great things that gods and earths are doing. Peace, God. Great. Yes, God. Yes, God. So therefore, the nation, Allah's 5%ers, is doing great things. We're here to save the world. And save the world indeed we will. With mathematics, teaching, in all areas of life. Political, social, and economic. We're here to change the world. We are a family of true and living gods, rooted in mathematics forever. Peace. Hey, peace, God.
Peace, God.
What's your name?
God Knowledge Allah from P-Long. I've had knowledge for the last 43 years and been building ever since. We came up through getting knowledge by educating what the law be. You know, at that time we all just P-Long was strong, showing improvement each and every day, each and every way. We went to wars because a lot of the devils had to come against us, but we showed and proved that Allah's God always have been, always will be. We had to crush the gangs, we had to teach civilization, we built the nation and continue to teach to this very day. Word is born, Allah's God always have been. I represent the 5% nation of the gods and earth. We are the true and living God. The black woman, the mother civilization, and our babies are the stars of the universe. Peace, God. Peace.
God. Understand it. Peace to the God. Thank you, God.
But that's old history, God.
Yes. Yes, God.
Witches of things, so hey, delete whatever, but
yeah,
we had witches of war to be
Yeah, we here, God.
That's why we here strong.
Yo, peace, God.
Peace, God. All of them.
Yo, God, give up that history, man.
Asiatic rule, blessed and doing everything. Peace. This is the rally of the nation of gods and earth. All praise to the Lord. I don't know if he's just disappeared. I tell you, it's a beautiful day we have my brother Rasheim, we doing this thing as usual. You know what I'm saying? Gods and earths are out. Everybody's having a good time.
Give me some Jackson history, man.
Right.
Yeah, some Jackson history, God.
Days mathematics, wisdom, on the line.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Original man is the Asiatic black man.
No, I got your number. Dan do the interview. I get your number. I ain't going to work on
world map. Peace.
Peace, God.
Are you man?
Okay, Bill, God.
I come in the divinely powerful magnetic of law. I'm from the desert, Rochdale village, where the big mountains be at, where the valley was held. Times of law, reveal law, mathematics, Rasheim of law, Shabay code of law, Nas came to a lot of brothers that made it knowledge born. Victorious made it knowledge born to me. And at that time, man, they said when God was all I see and it was shown to prove. Every square inch of planet Earth, the knowledge was made born. And we shown each and every day, each and every way. And to this day and time, it's still being shown that we the greatest free nation known in this universe. Always will be, always has been. Peace.
Peace, God. So as you see, this is the family of Allahs, manifesting love, peace, and happiness, and living mathematics.
Nobody talked to me about none of that.
All right. Yeah, I need your phone number.
Supreme Divine Allah from Medina. I'm about to spit 16 bars for you. I said, what it would be living on earth without the sun shining? What if we confiscate our gold and diamonds? I want to touch the real pure refinement and take the minds out the cube confinement. The truth leads them out the dumb death dignity. It's kind of pitch black down in the city. Tight frightening, lighting up with lightning. Real gusty, eyes is all dusty. I walk the water, my feet all muddy. I see reflections of me, my buddies. I put my hands, I pull them up from the earth. We walk together and tell them we came first. We broke bread, drink water to quench thirst. Put our minds together to build earth. My old earth keeps the windmill spinning. Magnificent wisdom of mad emphasis. Queen Cypher divine in the essence. Show and prove that I'm God in the message. The nation has power, Cypher is in existence. And the sun is 93 million miles in distance. Yo, stop playing with the mathematics. You like two dryers, two magnets that bring mad static. It's a good thing that I'm black and I'm Asiatic. Got righteous thoughts let off like an automatic. Since Nas, I've been illmatic. From the words to the graphics and the school to the classes. The person can't see, and I pictures the glasses. Medium, straight to the maxes. The cars, the clothes, the jewelry don't matter. As long as I got the lessons, feed me more. Wait a minute, the gods and earths are standing at my door. If a civilized person doesn't perform their duty, what shall be done? Pardon me, God, pardon me, earth. The Father always showed and proved that babies came first. And if they have stepping, I'ma hit them with a rude weapon until they flash up less than 60 seconds. I'm from Medina, home of the warriors. I got gods and earths everywhere, I'm warning you. But I'm a soloist, I roll dolo. With knowledge yourself, but I'm still for loco. Lead coco, like the wrestler's choco. They say, oh no, when they can't stand the storm. I'm the black cannon Ryu when I get my flame on. ODB said, it's a shame on. You feel the wrath, if you slacking your math, you get the chicken wing, rice, and the duck sauce style. This the show and prove. Show me what you were proving. Even Cosby always said the truth was in the pudding. That's the father. All who fatten he or her. So I shine my light so I can fatten he or her. Peace.
Thank you. All right, come out, man. Oh,
How you? Huh? The piece on the wisdom builder destroyed this. Yeah. Wise man builder destroyed himself up. Cypher beings make everything from himself in order to manifest himself. You don't know what I do? Wisdom builder destroyed. Manifest knowledge on the cypher. Yes, God. There's nothing mysterious about God. God is not a science of mystery. God is a science of mastery. God is a science of mastery. Instructing himself in order to make manifest the X, which is unknown. Making that known by applying one's own self, which is the why, causation, cause and effect of all things. Peace.
Yeah, I felt this one. It down the history book. You know, I'm in a minister book.
Yeah, he got it. You gotta snatch it and live it after he give it to you too.
Discounts you could be taking advantage of. This album can just leave with
But it was bigger than this. It was bigger than this, God. I'm eating vegetables and stuff like that. This was bigger than this.
if they see a crowd out, they'll stand there.
I just got to do this stuff. Everything else is still, sorry. Stomachs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I'm saying? Got to do those good stuff. I got everything on you. You know, you got good food. I know. I can go 2 times a week. Huh? Yeah. I don't want it like too big. You know what I'm saying, God? Because I want it to be big and weak. Yeah, we know all like that. Like
a lot of them still ain't like they all
Hey, God. God, today's mathematics is wisdom built on being born of knowledge, added to the cycle of being born of knowledge. And that's what we're here for, God. We're here for the wisdom to build. Only way the wisdom going to build, God, is the knowledge build, God. The knowledge has to go to build before the wisdom goes to build. It's only mathematics. And that's what we're doing here. We're showing the proof, God. This is the movement of our nation, of the gods, the earths, the young gods. And it's a pleasure to be here, God. Just the mere fact that we're here, God, shows how our movements add on with each other, God. And our justice, God, is going to be the foundation that we're going to maintain within this nation, God. Peace to the God.
Yo, peace to the God. Peace. God. Peace, God.
It's God and our Savior. It's God and our Savior from the land of Trenton, the capital of New Jersey. We have our Universal Parliament every third Sunday of the month. All the human families are welcome. That means every man, every woman, and child. We teach the education and the root of origin on how to bring about love, peace, and happiness throughout the planet. We offer educational books for the children, outreach services for the community, how to learn a trade, how to get a job, you know what I'm saying, and workplace readiness, GED classes. We're doing all of these things for the betterment of our community. Because if we don't make the change for us, nobody will.
Now, the Universal Parliament, when is your Universal Parliament out there?
The Parliament is at 167 West State Street, Trenton, New Jersey, and it falls on the third Sunday of each month. And the hours is from 2 to 7, every third Sunday. It's right across the street from the state capitol on West State Street.
Okay, God. Okay. The Family Day, when is the Family Day?
Well, we're preparing for a Family Day. Our first annual Family Day is going to be in 2015. So you can stand by for that day. We're preparing for that now.
Thank you, God.
The peace, God.
Peace.
That's good.
Okay, the Universal Family building. The Universal Family. This is the Parliament in front of the law school.
God Supreme Divine Allah from Medina. I'm about to spit 16 bars for you. I said, what it would be living on earth without the sun shining? What if we confiscate our gold and diamonds? I want to touch the real pure refinement and take the minds out the cute confinement. The truth lead them out the dumb death dignity. It's kind of pitch black down in the city. Tight frightening, lighting up with lightning. Real gusty, eyes is all dusty. I walk the water, my feet all muddy. I see reflections of me, my buddies. I put my hands out, pull them up from the earth. We walk together and tell them we came first. We broke bread, drink water to quench thirst. Put our minds together said wisdom with mad emphasis. Queen Cypher divine in the essence. Show and prove that I'm God in the message. The nation has power, Cypher is in existence. And the sun is 93 million miles in distance. Yo, stop playing with the mathematics. You like two dryers, two magnets that bring mad static. It's a good thing that I'm black and I'm Asiatic. Got righteous thoughts let off like an automatic. Since Nas, I've been illmatic. From the words to the graphics and the school to the classes. The person can't see, and I pictures the glasses. Minimum, medium, straight to the maxes. The cars, the clothes, the jewelry don't matter. As long as I got the lessons, feed me more. Wait a minute, the gods and earths are standing at my door. If a civilized person doesn't perform their duty, what shall be done? Pardon me, God, pardon me, earth. The Father always showed them proof that babies came first. And if they half stepping, I'ma hit them with a rude weapon until they flash up less than 60 seconds. I'm from Medina, home of the warriors. I got gods and earths everywhere, I'm warning you. But I'm a soloist, I roll dolo. With knowledge itself, but I'm still for loco. Beat Coco, like the wrestler's choco. They say, oh no, when they can't stand the storm. I'm the black cannon Ryu when I get my flame on. ODB said, it's a shame on. You feel a rap, if you slack in your math, you get the chicken wing, rice, and the duck sauce style. This the show and prove. Show me what you been proving. Even Cosby always said the truth was in the pudding. That's the father. One who fatten he or her. So I shine my light so I can fatten he or her. Peace.
Thank you.
All right, come out, man.